Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, we'd like to discuss XRP, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming hours. Before doing so, don't forget to give me those thumbs up down below. It will be highly appreciated, and you will be as well supporting the channel by doing so. So do not forget to do so. So let's get started right away on what we are seeing on XRP. Well, clearly, I would like to discuss on the 1 hourly time frame this falling wedge pattern, and as well the RSI. We are clearly seeing right now a bullish divergence getting formed. Why? Because we are seeing a higher low on the chart, and we are clearly seeing as well a lower low on the RSI. So these two, we are seeing a higher low, lower low, and therefore it is very likely that we are going to see right now a stronghold getting created where we are currently trading at on the 1 hourly time frame. What is absolutely important is that if we are going to see an increase in price action, it is very likely that we are as well going to see an increase on the RSI, but we still have plenty of space before breaking out above the dotted line on the upper part. This means that if we right now see a further increase in price action, we still have plenty of space, and as well it's likely that we are not going to get rejected once we are going to retest this descending resistance. So perhaps we are going to reach our breakout target at approximately, let's take a quick look, $0.93. So for sure, if we do see a breakout occur outside of this falling wedge pattern above this descending resistance heading towards the $93 range, is absolutely likely to occur. Well, this being said, I would like to discuss as well that we are actually seeing a quite bullish scenario playing itself out if we zoom out a little bit further, due to the fact that we have been creating these higher lows already several times. And I personally think this is actually a very bullish indicator that we are going to see more movement towards the upside. So that is for sure something I think is absolutely important right now. And what else are we seeing? Well, if we zoom out towards the 4 hourly time frame, what you can clearly see is that we have been rejected already multiple times below this descending resistance. Therefore, right now we are retesting this for a third time. And I personally think that if we are going to see a breakout occur above this descending resistance, it is very likely that we're going to see further continuation towards the upside. And that is exactly what we're waiting for right now on XRP. So clearly, this is a level you would like to monitor closely, and perhaps tomorrow during the weekend we could see major volatility and therefore as well major momentum towards the upside getting started. So right now I'm actually very pumped about this development and where we could perhaps be heading to on XRP. So this being said, I would like to discuss as well right away on the 4 hourly time frame the MACD. On the MACD, what you can clearly see is this: yes, we did see a crossover occur of momentum towards the downside. We are right now experiencing momentum towards the downside, but I personally think that perhaps we are just going to see a minor momentum decline and not way further momentum towards the downside, especially because, as I discussed previously, we are seeing that bullish momentum by creating each time higher lows on the 1 hourly time frame. So right now I personally think that we are going to expect a crossover getting reached during the weekend, and otherwise if we do see a breakdown heading further down is as well a possibility that I would like to discuss during the upcoming seconds. On the 1 hourly time frame, what you can clearly see is that we are already experiencing momentum towards the downside. Therefore, if we are right now going to see a crossover occur on the 1 hourly time frame, I think it is actually quite high likely that we are going to see a momentum increase and therefore as well a crossover on the 4 hourly time frame of momentum towards the upside occur on Saturday. But what is quite important to know if we are going to see a breakdown outside of this falling wedge pattern? Well, for sure, if we are going to see a breakdown, what I think is absolutely important is to hold strong on top of this range right here at $77. The reason why is because if we zoom out towards a 4 hourly time frame, you can clearly see that in the past, if we zoom in, we did actually clearly find resistance underneath, support on top, and as well if we go even further, we did see several rejections underneath this range on the 4 hourly time frame, and therefore I think it is actually a stronghold of support where we would like to stay on top of, especially because we did see as well a double support being found in the immediate short term, and that is actually something that is giving me the confidence that if we are going to see a breakdown occur outside of this pattern, finding support on top of the $77 range is absolutely important. If we enable the EMA ribbon, what I would like to discuss is that we are right now actually underneath the EMA ribbon, but if we do see a further increase in price action, we will be breaking out as well on above the EMA ribbon on the 4 hourly time frame. Therefore, it is very likely that we are going to see a further increase breaking out above this descending resistance and eventually seeing exponential growth towards the upside. So this is actually looking quite good to me so far if we do see eventually a breakout occur above this descending resistance. So clearly right now I'm actually very pumped about this development so far. If we head towards a 1 hourly time frame, what you can see is that we were actually finding support on top of this EMA ribbon. Right now we are experiencing the EMA ribbon as a level of resistance, and if I zoom in a little bit closer, you can clearly see that this descending resistance is perfectly aligned with the EMA ribbon as well on the 1 hourly time frame, and therefore it will be a difficult level to break out above. But if we eventually do, we could expect a major movement towards the upside taking place. And to give you a indication where we could be heading towards, that is exactly a 11 or 12% move towards the upside that we could expect once we see a breakout occur outside of this falling wedge pattern. If we do see a breakdown, as I discussed previously, I personally would like to see a support being found on top of the 0.77 range. That would be a 4.7% breakdown, and I personally think that is actually likely to occur if we do see a continuation of momentum towards the downside. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the RSI on the 4 hourly time frame. What I think is absolutely important about the RSI on the 4 hourly time frame is that it's actually looking very well to me, especially because what you can clearly see is that we were actually experiencing a bearish divergence previously. If we zoom out a little bit further, you can clearly see that we were seeing a lower high on the chart and a higher high on the RSI. Therefore, we did see this decline in price action because we were actually experiencing a bearish divergence. But right now, further continuation towards the upside is actually likely. And what I think is good to know is that we still have plenty of space towards the upside if we would like to see further continuation of momentum right now. But as well, what you have to keep into consideration right now is that if we do see a further decline in price action, we still have plenty of space as well on the 4 hourly RSI to see a breakdown occur. And that is something that I think is absolutely important to take into consideration so far. So this was today's video about XRP. I really hope you enjoyed the content so far. If you did enjoy, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. It will be highly appreciated, and you will be as well supporting the channel by doing so. So thank you very much, guys, and have a nice day.